I can still taste the blood in my mouth. The ground shakes under my feet as I run, not from a jaguar, but from men who hunt like one. Arrows slice past my head, whispering death. My chest burns. The forest, once my friend, now feels alive and cruel, watching, waiting to see if I'll fall. And all I can think about is my son's cry echoing behind me. Before the screams, there was laughter. The morning sun painted the forest gold as I followed the tracks of the tapir. My brothers moved silently beside me, the rhythm of our hunt older than any story. We didn't kill for sport, we hunted to live, and we lived through the forest. Every breath of it was sacred. When the trap struck true, the creature fell, and the forest exhaled with us. We cheered, laughed, mocked each other, men who still believed the world would never change. While dragging the tapir back home, we met travelers from another tribe. Their eyes were wide, full of smoke and fear. One of them spoke of villages burned, people taken, of a sickness spreading not from nature, but from men. My father, Flint's guy, told me to ignore their fear. They have lost their hearts, he said. Don't let their fear infect yours. I tried to believe him, but deep inside, the forest felt quieter than usual. Our village was laughter and firelight, children chasing, women grinding maize, my wife 7 and my son Turtles Run waiting for me. When my son ran to me, the world felt simple again. I lifted him, smelled the smoke on his hair, and thought, nothing will ever harm you. The flames crackled low while the elder spoke and said there is a hole inside men, a hunger that never fills. The others laughed softly, but his words stayed with me, sitting heavy behind my ribs. My father watched the sparks rise and told me not to let fear enter our village. I tried to close the door on it, but the words kept knocking. In sleep, I dreamed of the refugee I met earlier in the forest, who stood before me, eyes wide, holding his heart beating in his hands. "Run," he said, and the pounding filled my head until it broke into waking. I sat up. The air was wrong. Then I heard it, the sound of our dog barking outside. Sharp, alarmed. It was warning us. And then, silence. The barking stopped, cut short by something fast, violent. That was the first sound of death, and it was already here. Shadows moved at the edge of the village, men painted dark, their skin marked with black ink, the leader wearing skull armor. They carried torches, clubs, spears, each one trembling with bloodlust. They are ready. They are coming. I stood outside to check, and then I saw a torch flashing, waving. Another followed, frantic across the huts. I already knew we were under attack. I rose, heart pounding, and in that thin light of dawn, they appeared. They came without warning. The first torch landed among the huts, flames bursting through dry palm roofs. Screams followed, not one, but many. I grabbed 7 and our son. We ran toward the old pit behind the huts. I lowered her inside. Then I was attacked. I fought with the invader and I suddenly dropped them. "Stay here," I whispered. "Don't move until I return." Then I turned. There's too many of them. We are outnumbered, unprepared. Chaos. Men fell. Spears hissed. The air burned with smoke and fear. My father fought ahead of me, strong, fierce, but they surrounded him. I tried to reach him. I fought with the raiders, blow after blow, swing after swing. I dueled with another. He is Middle Eye, one of the invaders. I pinned him in the tree, put the knife towards his neck. Almost, just almost. But a club dragged me by the neck. The world tilted. They captured us. We are defeated. When I looked again, my father was pinned down. I should not have spoken to him, and now the enemy hears it. It was my mistake. "Don't be afraid," my father said. Then Middle Eye's blade flashed, and with one slice killed my father, and I couldn't do anything. I screamed, but the fire drowned my voice. They gathered us, the survivors. Our wrists bound with ropes, necks tied together, we were dragged through the ashes of our home. Blunted, Smoke Frog. All broken, but alive. As they prepared to leave, one of the raiders stopped. He looked at the rope that hung over the pit, the one leading to my family. He raised his blade. One clean cut, the rope fell. He threw a big rock into the pit. The sound of that rock hitting the ground was the sound of my heart breaking. They pushed us forward. The forest swallowed the smoke, but it could not hide the deaths left behind. That was the morning the forest cried. The vines cut deep into my wrists. The rope pulls tight with every step. We reach the river. The raiders shout behind us, forcing us in. The current hits my chest. I lose my footing. The man in front of me slips. We almost go under together. I fight the pull, choking on water. The men who fall don't come back up. The path narrows along a cliffside. One wrong step and you fall. My brother from the hunt walks injured, walks behind, tied to the same vine. Weakened, his feet slide on the loose rock. He slips. The rope snaps tight, nearly pulling us over the edge. We held on. The raiders, they think our deaths are sport. He cut the rope and let my brother fall off the cliff. "Dead weight," he said. Night comes. The jungle hums with insects and death. They tie us to trees like animals. No food, no water. I lean against the bark and listen to blunted breathing beside me. My mind drifts to the pit where my family is. Then, a loud thunder. I whisper to the sky, "Don't rain." Morning has come. My body aches, but there's no rest. We move again. The smell comes first. Smoke, rot, and death. We walk into a place that used to be alive. Huts burned to the ground, bodies half buried in ash. A child's toy lies in the dirt, untouched, forgotten. My chest tightens. This is what they did to others. This is what happened to us. Where are they taking us? A child looked at them with pure omen and mentioned a prophecy. Now, raiders tremble in fear. The trees are thin, the ground rises. Then I see it, the city. Stone towers rising above the jungle, smoke pouring from fires that never die. The sound of drums rolls across the valley like thunder. Workers and slaves everywhere, covered in dust, sweat, and blood. But to me, it looks like the mouth of the underworld. To others, this is where the earth bleeds. I whisper to myself, hold on, just hold on, because whatever waits there will decide who I become. The smell of sweat, blood, and smoke fills the air. I've never seen anything like it. Stone towers rise from the ground, carved with faces that look hungry. Thousands of people, of different races, different tribes. Chaos everywhere, poverty and slavery. As we move forward, they cheer as the captives enter us. We're not people to them, we're an offering. They cut the women away first. The women are led away to be sold, to become slaves. To those who are not, will go free. The men are pushed forward. We are painted with blue. Ahead, I see a great pyramid. At its top, the altar, where blood flows and drips. The same question is in my mind. What is that? What are they? What will happen next? The drums grow louder. We climb the long stone steps under the burning sun. At the top, priests wait, faces painted white, their hands red with blood. A high priest raises his arms to the sky and shouts to the crowd. One by one, they drag men forward. Each captive is laid flat on the stone. The blade comes down. The crowd roars. This is like a ritual, sick ritual. The priest holds up the heart, still beating. The head and body is rolled down the steps like a broken doll. I think it is our turn. I became anxious not only for myself, but also for my brothers. My warrior brother beside me goes next. His screams fade into the drums. Now it is my turn. The ground below glistens with blood, but I did not let fear consume me. Then the day changes, the light fades, the people gasp, the sun disappears, darkness covers everything. The priest looks up in terror. The sun god Kukulkan has hidden his face. The high priest shouts, claiming the god is satisfied. The crowd erupts in fear and praise. The sun showed up again, and they celebrated. And just like that, we're spared for a moment. They cut us loose from the altar, laughing. We're led down the pyramid and into an open field. Spears, arrows. The warriors form lines on both sides. Zero Wolf grins. He wants sport. Assigned his son as the finisher. They'll make us target practice for fun. 2 men are chosen first. They run. The warriors shoot one after another. If we cross the field, we are free. If we cross the field. Arrows strike. 1 man drops. The other collapses mid-run. The raiders laughing. Then they look at me. It's my turn. My heart pounds. The ground feels alive beneath my feet. I run, zigzag, fast and agile like my life depends on it. Arrows hiss past me. Spears slam into the dirt, but 1 arrow hits my side. I fall and get back up. Zero Wolf told his son to go for the kill, but I grab the arrow stuck in my flesh, rip it, and hurl it back. It strikes his son in the neck. Silence. Silence. For the first time, I see fear in their eyes. I killed his son. That is not enough for all the pain and death he gave me. I ran into the pit beyond the field, a pit full of dead captives. I crawl through, struggling, desperate to escape, and I run. My body shakes. My breath is fire. The chase has begun. I run. Every breath burns my chest. Behind me, Zero Wolf leads his raiders, desperate for revenge. The forest watches. The forest waits. I climb to a tree, trying to mislead them, but a single drop of my blood fell to Middle Eye's back. I had a small break. Looking above, a baby black puma. This means a mother was nearby. I ran as fast as I can. The puma killed one of them. I reach the falls. I have no choice but to jump. My legs are heavy. My wound burns, but I run. Behind me, Zero Wolf and his warriors storm into the jungle. Their shouts cut through the silence. Angry, desperate, certain they'll catch me. But this is my forest. I know every path, every sound, every shadow that can hide a man or kill one. They don't. The jungle starts fighting for me. One of them steps near the tree and a venomous, deadly snake strikes. A single bite, a shock, then silence. Their numbers shrink with every breath they take. I blend into the forest, cover myself in mud, cold, heavy, alive. They can't smell me now. They can't see me. I grab a beehive and hurl it into their midst. Chaos explodes. Their screams mix with the swarm. I slip away, quiet. I sharpen thorns, dip them into the poison of the tree frog. Death in a single scratch. My darts whisper through the leaves. One falls. I move, unseen. I'm not the prey anymore. I am the forest. Then I see him, Middle Eye, the man who slit my father's throat. His stare cuts through the air, cold, certain, hungry for blood. The duel is inevitable. We stared at each other, breath and tension mixing in the air. Then we attack. He swings first. The blade grazes my head. I slide low, mud flying, and swing back. The club struck his skull with a sound I'll never forget. His eyes widen, not in pain, but in disbelief. I raise my weapon once more and finish it down. For my father. The rain crashes down. Time is ticking as I need to save my family, trapped in the pit. Zero Wolf, the leader, chased me as I ran through the forest. He hit me with an arrow. He charges after me, blind with rage, desperate to deal the killing blow. I led him to the old hunting trap, the one we built for tapir. He runs forward and then triggers the trap. The spikes pierce his chest. This is for my people, I said to myself. Meanwhile, my wife is struggling in the pit. The storm has turned it into a pool of rising water. She's clinging to the stones, turtles beside her. She found the courage within and gave birth in the pit. She gave birth here, alone, while the world drowned. As I try to escape, we reach the shore, chased by the remaining 2 raiders. I stopped, bleeding but still fighting. Then I see them. Ships. Huge ships with white sails and crosses. Strange men step onto the beach, wrapped in metal, holding fire. The raiders freeze behind me, staring. A new world has entered ours. I turn away. They stop chasing me. I find 7 and the children waiting in the pit. Thanks to the gods, I just arrived on time. In the morning, we move away. Carrying my newborn, she looks at me. What do we do now? I glance at the ships once more, then at the forest. We go to the forest, I say. We walk beneath the trees, back to the beginning. Jaguar Paw didn't just escape his enemies. He escaped fear itself. And maybe that's the same for all of us. We run from the things that hurt us, but in the end, it's those battles that shape who we become. If you love this movie, like this video, share it with someone. It surely helps us a lot. Comment down what movies you want us to cover next. Don't forget to subscribe. Watch this next one over here. Trust me, you'll love this one.